Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the YouTube station identification of one of the Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers, the dude with the Clooney do, Mr. Eric Lima. Over here, you are watching WEML 77 TV, episode number 33 of the show. Actually, it's WEML-TV, channel 77, episode 33 of the show. Excuse me. I keep screwing that up every single freaking time, man. What's up? What's up with that? Well, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. No wrestling talk for the time being, for right now until tomorrow night SmackDown. But I do want to talk about life in general, life in retail. That's right. As you know, I work at the Dartmouth Mall. As you know, the Dartmouth Mall, come to find out, is the last mall standing. And this year will be its 50th year opening here in the South Coast. You know, I go around. I go around every single day. I walk around every single day at my mall working. And the crazy part about my mall is that you look at every single store that is currently there, and you remember what used to be there when you first went there. I first went there back in 1980. Craziness has happened a lot, and it's been surreal. It's been surreal. But however, we're not going to talk about the Dartmouth Mall. We're not going to talk about the mall I work at. No. As you know, last year, before the pandemic even hit it, because this is what happened before, the Silver City Galleria has officially closed its doors last year. This is before the pandemic even hit, and this was a leap year, 2000, February 29th, about a couple of days before their 28th anniversary of opening up, because it was opened up back in 1992. Now, because of the pandemic, none of the other remaining stores, BCC has not been able to recover, even though it's a community college, but still, because of virtual learning and all that, they had to close. Dick's didn't recover, they had to close. Regal Cinemas had to close because no theaters at all, and then Round 1 was the last store to fall. So, and as a result, come to find out that the Galleria will be demolished next month, February 15th. And so once again, rest in peace to the Silver City Galleria. This is part 2 of it. So I know it's like a year later. I said, what? But I do have to admit, I had a lot of great memories there. I remember first going to the Galleria with my family. My father's like, hey, we're going to go to the Galleria Mall. We'd like to go. I said, yeah, I'd like to check out the place. So I was a young teenager back in the day, and it was totally awesome. I remember I first saw Ruby Tuesday inside the mall, and it is just surreal how malls have been a dying breed since the internet really kicked up a notch with online shopping with Amazon and eBay. Even my father said that our mall, the Dartmouth Mall, is kind of dying. And crazy part is, yesterday when I was sat in my sat in the break room waiting to leave, because I usually take my 15-minute breaks towards the end of my shift. That way, I can get everything packed up, ready to go, and then when I clock out, boom, see you later. I'll see you tomorrow, or in the case of tomorrow, next Monday. So, I'll just see you Monday. So, anyways, I looked at my schedule for next week, because my boss usually picks up the other schedule, and I was working until 9:30. Now, my heart kind of almost sank a little bit, but I had an understanding why at that point. At first, I thought my boss made a mistake, and I didn't want to call him out, and I respect my bosses that way. So, And then I kind of registered in my mind. Okay, I understand. Malls dying. You lose money during the pandemic. Financially, you're not doing very well. Even my father says the mall was dying. So it's like, okay, no big deal, right? But the minimum wage going up too. 13 bucks 50 cents, 13.50 an hour. Hey, that's not bad, 20 hours, I'll take it, right? And then this morning, my boss fixed a mistake. So back at 10:30 again, I was like, okay, I can get some breakfast actually, and actually drive around for a bit, or have the morning to myself, and the rest of the morning to myself, which is totally bizarre. But anyways, malls have been a dying breed, and all in all, bottom line is the malls have been a dying breed, and evidence is proved the last 5 years. Talk about 2016 Harbor Mall, boom, gone. You talk about 1971 to 2016. That would be 45 years. That mall has been 45 years. Harbor Mall in Fall River. I mean, I used to remember I went to the Harbor Mall the first time. It was with my aunt, my uncle, my cousins. And we were celebrating my cousin's birthday. And it was supposedly, we assumed that Chuck E. Cheese was in there. Come to find out, Chuck E. Cheese was across the street in Fall River. So we're like, okay, we're going to go Chuck E. Cheese, And it was a plaza, and it was Chuck E. Cheese, hey. And that's the first time I went to a Chuck E. Cheese. When I first went to the Harbor Mall, we were looking around. There was Kmart. They had an arcade in there. Kmart. I was like, Kmart inside the mall is really cool. Because my dream when I was a kid, my dream mall when I was a kid, have a Kmart as an anchor, a Zayre, and then have a Chuck E. And then I was like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese, we have a Chuck E. Cheese in there. I was a big dreamer back when I was a kid. Trust me on this one. Malls have been a dying breed. So yeah. So unfortunately, the Harbor Mall, I went there because to me the Harbor Mall had the 80s feel to it. And I remember going in one of my last Johnson there, and I'm hearing Melissa Manchester's "You Should Hear How She Talks About You," and that song reminds me of the old school Dartmouth Mall back in the day. You had Sears, you had Zayre, you had freaking Kmart across the street before Best Buy and Stop and Shop took that over. And it was crazy. I had Child World at one point, like I said, across the street. Had some wearing an old school Transformers shirt, for goodness sakes. And I'm an '80s kind of guy. The 80s were, in my life, the 80s were really cool years, except for the first few years of the 80s, because my biological parents went through a lot of crap at that point. And, my dad tried working everything out, but unfortunately, God took us in a different direction, and that's okay. That's it. What am I talking about? The Galleria? Let's go back to it. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. I wish I was back in the 80s and 90s again. So somebody get me a DeLorean. Flex capacitor gave me a broken half-drinking beer can with a banana peel. Put them in a flux capacitor, 1.21 gigawatts, and send me back in time. I'll take pictures of a Zayre, have a selfie, and go, hey, here's me in Zayre, here's me at Kmart, and people will look at me, who is this strange fellow from the future? What is this guy he's holding in his hand, and why is he waving? Does he look like an idiot? And I'll probably travel somewhere, have my own time machine, have my own TV, and get the cable, watch Bullseye, Tic Tac Toe, Joker's Wild, tape them all, and then put them on DVD. Come back and hey, look what I got. Watch Kid Video, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. I gotta watch Kid Video. I got all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm a little bit insane. So what I have here in my hands is the Silver City Galleria directories, and this is the one of the earliest ones I got, or was it this one? I forget what. I think this was the earliest one I got. I forget, and it had a lot. I think this is the earliest one right here. This is probably 96. Yeah, 96 or 97. This is probably the earliest one I got, 1996. It was 4 years after it opened. I didn't get the first one. Too bad I didn't have the directory from the first directory when it first opened up. I will never forget Cyberstation. I remember going with, I checked out all the stores. I thought the place reeked of awesomeness. I thought it was the coolest mall ever. And then everybody thought the Dartmouth Mall would be the one out of business. Nope, it was the Galleria. And if you look back at all of it now, the Dartmouth Mall is the only mall left standing. It's got to be for convenience and location, and convenience. And also, it's always keeping it fresh, keeping it, trying to keep it modern day. But one person said on our friend's Facebook that one day it will it will close down. And I said, well, as a Dartmouth Mall employee, I would normally vehemently disagree with you, but you might be right on that. I think, like I said, the only way the mall could be in trouble, like I said, if AMC, Macy's, and JCPenney all went out of business, because that leaves Burlington open. But then again, malls always, our staff, the mall manager always thinks on their feet, and that's the coolest thing about it. Is saying, okay, what do we want next? Say, good possibility you can bring round one to the Dartmouth Mall. Hey, the theater's gone. Hey, put round one on it. I don't know. It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy crawling with people. So if you want to bring the mall back, bring round one here. Boom, there you go. You put the mall in business again. Bring round one. But I had a hunch. I got a real hunch. Ryan could be on the wall, and so I may be thinking about my future pretty soon. So, well, God give me wisdom on that. Going back to the Galleria Mall, I remember going with my youth group when we would do Christmas shopping and all that. I saw, I first went into, a Galleria memory. I would have to say, seeing Super Street Fighter 2, which I thought was first time. Oh, they got new fighters. I know about Street Fighter and Super Street Fighter 2. There's new fighters up there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I played a little bit of Fatal Fury 2 and World Heroes, World Heroes 2. Which is really, really cool. I got to play some of those games. I wasn't able to play Super Street Fighter 2 because that was a very popular game. Everybody's surrounding it. It was crazy, to say the least. And then it was later on. Me and my father went to see a movie. I think it was the Santa Claus. And while we're waiting, and I think I was leaving, and I said, "Hey, Dad, give me a couple quarters." There's a game on it. It was a fighting game called Darkstalkers, and that was one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Capcom made it, and I tried to play as the Mummy on a carousel. But as you guys saw on my other videos, including from my first two seasons, when you saw me play Darkstalkers or Night Warriors and all that, I've improved my game, and that was really cool. So, great memories of the Silver City Galleria Mall. And I remember a couple of my church friends went with us to the Galleria Mall. It was during our time at KOA in Middleborough. I took a couple of my church friends, a couple of girls. And we decided, well, it's raining. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to the Galleria Mall. Hey, let's go. And that's my first time I heard Vanessa Williams' Just for Tonight. And it was a song in the 90s. So it was really, really insane at that point. So I think this was from 96. I think it was 1996. This one's got to be 98, 99. It was, I forget which year this is. So, this is, I think, all 90s. You get 2000s. This was, let's see, you got a bigger one. This is possibly 2000. Continue on back. This is another one, a bigger one. So, early 90s designs. I got like 4 or 5 of these of the same things. Anybody want one? This is probably the later 2000. This is probably the later 2000s. So these two directories, I saw that. Let's see. I'm trying to find out there's a date on this thing. Oh, this is 2005. Okay, this is 2005, and let's see. This year was Camp Bucky. Sunday 11 to 6. That's the time our mall opens up now. And Sundays. So we got that. But this is the last directory I have of the Silver City Galleria. It's the final directory, and this is it right here. So I'm holding in my hands. I'm holding history, memories, and I'm gonna miss the Galleria Mall. Don't know what to tell you guys. I'm holding memories in my hand here, and I'm gonna keep them forever. And you know, it's it, you know. And I don't know if our mall will, you know, and then, let's see, the Galleria had closed. Was it a couple years ago? It was the Swansea Mall that closed its doors. So Out of the 4 malls in the South Coast, we're the last ones left standing. And if we need to, and if this mall closes, it's the only mall we can go. Providence Place or Emerald Square Mall. We had to head up 195 to do that. And it's an adventure in itself. But we will see. We will see what happens. And I gotta tell you, it has not been an easy life these past 11 years, man. Don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, folks. So, Silver City Galleria. So, the folks that made that mall, thank you for bringing us great memories there. We will never forget the Silver City Galleria. The legacy will live on into the hearts of those who love that mall. My cousin David from Dean Lemma Photography took a lot of pictures of the Galleria. Memories. Memories, my friends. A lot of stuff there. FYE Mix and Burn did a lot of stuff there too. Paying tribute. Thank you, Galleria Mall. Thank you. Rest in peace. Silver City Galleria, once again. Officially going to be demolished next month. Don't know what to tell you, folks. That's the way it is. It is what it is. So, I will see you guys on the next episode, which will be episode 35, episode 34. This is episode 33 of WEML-TV channel 77. I'll play some more Flash games if I have to, and I'm hoping to get everything set up for that. And we will see what occurs, and I don't know. I have decided to get myself a TB micro SD card for the Nintendo Switch. I'm trying to kick that up a notch and kick that bad boy up a notch so I can buy some more games, get some more info and data. So doubling it up. I found a 1 TB card, SD card at a great price too. So it's totally awesome. Let me see what else. What else is on the docket? If you guys want to see me play some more games for the Supercade Soul, I'm going to call it Supercade Soul. I'm going to change it up a little bit if you guys don't mind. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to love this Supercade Soul. That's what I'm going to call it. Instead of saying Caden Soul, Supercade Soul. Roasted. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a blessed night, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. If you're getting paid on Friday, it's Friday. And that means weekend is mine because it is, because I do have a couple of days off. I think the main concern about it would be Monday into Tuesday. We might get 1 to 3 inches of snow. That means we get 2 inches tops, 1.5. That should be no big deal. I'll probably take the highway to work unless the ground is warm enough to not let the snow stick to the roads and just, keep it on the grass surfaces and car tops, whatever. But we're not out of the woods because of winter yet, because we got 10 days left of January. We're going, and that means plus 28 days, that's 38, plus another 1957 days of winter left. Forget the groundhog. We know winter's going to be lasting 6 more weeks, man. Don't even get me started with that, man. Seriously? 6 more weeks of winter. It's March 20th. That's the first day of spring, so it's going to be 6 weeks. Why do you even bother with the freaking groundhog? Why bother? Punxsutawney Phil, really? It's like, why bother? First day of spring, 6 weeks away after you guys, shadow or not, dude. I mean, come on. Seriously. You're wasting your time with the stupid groundhog. Or is there an excuse that everyone wants to kill a groundhog or something? I don't know. I don't know. It's stupid. I think the whole thing is stupid. Groundhog Day. Let's lift up the groundhog to see if he sees his shadow. Oh, good Lord. He saw his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. I feel like saying, sir, excuse me, sir. March 20th is the first day of spring. That's 6 weeks away. Duh. Oh, my gosh. I mean, listen, y'all. It's like, oh my gosh. praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. That's all I'm going to say on that. Oh, so why bother with the groundhog? Why bother with the freaking groundhog? I would never know. I know God created groundhogs. He didn't create groundhogs to tell us how much more weeks of winter we have. We know that already. By the time Groundhog Day rolls around, March 20th is it's about 6 weeks away. Thank you. No toy. You know, the groundhog just saw his shadows. That means 6 more weeks of winter. No toy. There'll be 6 more weeks of winter. March 20th, 6 weeks away, dude. About 2 weeks after my birthday. It's on a Saturday. Oh, good golly gee. Good golly jeepers creepers when you get them peepers, bro. Jinkies, I don't care. The amazing Chan and the Chan clan. Oh, Mom, I think the People's Lehman's off his rocker again. It's not the People's Lehman, it's just Eric Lehman now. I'm just changing the name of the show. Where's that secret X? Let me see it. Whoosh! You ain't winning no prize now. You guys have a great night. You know, I hope I made you laugh. You know, I felt like making people laugh after all we've been through. I think it's about time. You know what I mean? Just make you laugh. Just so rest in peace, Silver City Galleria once again, and officially closing its doors, and it's going to be demolished next month. Sad, but whatever. All right. See you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace. See you in the next episode.